Hi, my name is Sarune, and today I will be talking about our opinion piece, which is Applications in Virtual Reality in Autism Research, Current Trends and Taxonomy. So as part of this special issue, the main focus was VR and autism. I believe I would probably do not need to have a new definition for each one of these, particularly autism. Autism is neurodevelopmental condition that's often associated with repetitive behaviors and some social challenges. VR is a little bit is probably also complicated often to describe. It's often to do with the level of immersion or the level of presence, and it often linked to the capabilities of the device. So I wanted to start off by discussing the differences between 3 degrees of freedom virtual reality and 6 degrees of freedom virtual reality. In 3 degrees of freedom, you can often have a head-mounted display or HMD as well, but you can't interact with the environment, where in 6 degrees of freedom you can. So this review has started off as in 2019 to coincide with my master's, and has been revised several times, including additional authors and collaborators. It's been conducted several times simply because the literature has grown exponentially over the past few years, and it needed some revisions. However, certain trends and themes remained the same or became a little bit more evident. For example, majority of papers are on training and intervention studies, small participant studies, and then the peaks tend to coincide with increase or uptake of technology, and some shift from autism-focused journals to technology-focused journals recently. A lot of participants seem to be quite young, average age from about 18 to 19, and most recently lots of work conducted on children and lots of work on interventions and social skills training. Studies involving both genders still seem to favor males. However, that is also changing over the past few years, particularly in trends with research in autism. This is just a workout summarizing the different main themes and words that come up from the abstracts of the papers. So the main trends, you can sort of group these in as vocational training with children and adolescents, such as travel training, social training and intervention, despite of the need for broader research topics, and there's a good paper here we reference. And there's some miscellaneous work, including biomarker eye tracking technology. VR micro definitions within the broader spectrum of extended reality macro definitions. That's how we sort of approach this structure. However, we also consulted broader literature, including immersive education, urban design, and even diversity research. It is evident that debate around the taxonomy of VR is not as new as one might expect. However, it involves changes continuously. Therefore, we emphasize that our proposed structure is not final. So this was the initial slide I showed. So this was first attempt in the first review to summarize different types of immersion. However, this next slide demonstrates where we are now. So we have an extended reality spectrum spanning from digital to the real, from augmented reality, which overlaps with the real world, to virtual reality, which is simply fully digital. And then there's basic virtual reality, which we mean by monitor displays, where you can have three-dimensional displays, and a more advanced version, which leads us to virtual reality spectrum. And that's spans from partially immersive to fully immersive. Partially immersive involves different projections, and fully immersive is 6 degrees of freedom virtual reality. Each subsequent generation of new VR devices improve the size and usability of the equipment, as well as the user interface and resolution. academics are actively joining social media and conferences and are shifting to the internet, allowing to fast information flow. As a result, the study